I'm out of control and miserable. Thank God for the amygdala. Maybe I'm fixable, except I've got trust issues. Go and grab your tissues. I'm unavailable, unavailable.
Hello, you guys. Maybe. It might be plural, or it might be just one of you. I know for sure that I posted a poll on Spotify and I was the only voter. So I'm unclear as to who is listening, but the few that are very vocal, which kind of gives me an inflated ego and makes me think like we're on the way. Like I am the next Alexandra Cooper. Alexandra, if you are watching, I am a fellow terrier and I'm wondering if you're accepting people into Unwell University because I'm definitely fucking unwell. There's something wrong in my head. We're already off to a really rough start. Okay, first of all, it's so hot in here. I want to wear this little cute vest. If you're not watching, like, I get it, because honestly, I hate watching podcasts too. I'm like, just tell me. I have a migraine. But I'm wearing this really cute vest on top of a New Day Target shirt. I think we canceled Target, but I'm still poor, so it's very difficult. And I don't want to take from the homeless at Goodwill. So if anyone has ideas on that, please reach out. And we don't like fast fashion at Shein. So I just feel like I hate living in a capitalistic society. You know what I mean? Anyways, wearing a vest, cute white shirt, and gym shorts. Because who's looking at my legs? Me. Because I just kind of half shaved them. But there's like stubbly patches. But I did a pretty okay job. Just so you know, I did shave the bush. I was keeping it as a barrier so I wouldn't have bad accidental one-night stand hookups. But honestly, I wish I could be a bush girl. I'm just not. At my core, like I hate it. Every part of my OCD hates that. We're unavailable this week already because I set a timer on my computer for 20 minutes because I talked way too long about things. So I wanted an actual sense of time while I do this. And then it immediately went dark and then I had to go and open system settings and I'm like, oh my God, am I IT? Am I an engineer? Like, no, I didn't go to school for this. I have a theater degree. So I took a 2-week break and it's only my 3rd episode and I've done it twice now. So I'm low-key thinking like, I get it. Videos are important for engagement, but I like, can we go back to basics? Like I want a podcast to be a podcast. Like guys, hear me out. Video podcast every 2 weeks, audio podcast every week. Because it would just cause me less stress. Like I have a lot going on for someone that's part-time employed. Listen to this. I had an interview last week to be an assistant manager. I'm like, at what capacity at 22 am I like qualified? But let's just pretend I am. Like I went in with a New Day Target blouse and my maxi skirt and loafers. And I was like, yes, Miranda, I am ready. And hopefully she believes me. If not, I put on a pretty good performance, like got the call back, not the part, like we'll get him next time. I know it. But then I had an internship and I actually literally quit it today because I'm pretty sure they were scamming their actors. I think that people think young people are stupid, but I know for sure as an actor and someone that's worked in many agencies, you should never be paying a talent agent. And it said something about a technology fee, $195 a month. And I was saying, hell no, actors can... Oh my God, a giant bug just landed on my phone and like, what bug is it? Honestly, I think it's a moth. Let's let it live. I don't love that because you're not paying rent and you're just mooching and I know there's probably crumbs in here and it's like, I got that granola bar, that kind bar for me, not for you. But it's okay. But they were charging people fees for technology, which is like casting networks, backstage if you're not an actor. I mean, great for you. I wish I could say the same, honestly. It would cause me like a lot less trauma. But I was like, well, why would they pay you when they could just do it themselves then? Like, what is an agency even doing? So I was like, scam. So you know what I did? Instead of doing the whole, oh my God, I'm so sorry, like my mental health, yada, yada, I literally just emailed them. And there's another bug on this. Like, God is testing me. He knows. I don't like bugs. She knows. They know. I don't know what God is, but that entity knows that I hate something with more than 4 legs. Or more than 2 legs, sorry. No, because I like dogs. I don't know. But I basically, what was I talking about? Right. Okay. I just had to get up and check the video to see what we were talking about. I'm the worst podcast host ever. Just kidding. I feel like I'm just human and real and it makes me amazing. So we were talking about how this agency was a scam. So the internship was a scam. the internship was unpaid. So I was doing it for educational experience, and I was like, well, what's educational about working for a scam? I'm not starting my career off a low point. Like, I'm not that desperate. I'm desperate enough to take an unpaid internship, not desperate enough to not take it at like a reputable company. So I was like, hell fucking no, I've already done that 3 times. So instead of like saying like, oh, my mental health, my grandma died, I have to like move, I literally just emailed them, I'm like, I just got my dream job and it's paying, I've got a dip, like I haven't been able to get anything for the entertainment industry, like I gotta go, which was literally a lie. But like, I'm unavailable for people calling it lying. Like, it's low-key manifesting, right? And like, sure, people can lie about fucked up shit. Like, I'm not calling out of work being like, my grandfather died, like manifesting that. Like, obviously the fuck not. But like, when you're lying about something good, like next time you need to leave work, you should literally be like, I just got hired to be a model in a Gap commercial. And then it's not really lying. You're just manifesting. I do it all the time when I go out to the bar and I'm networking and I'm telling people like I am a podcast host. I act like I have thousands of followers. I act like a celebrity. I lie because I'm manifesting that energy in my life. And like, I low-key don't want to be a celebrity. Like, I've thought about this a lot, but I want to be known. Like, I don't want to be like cheap. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be known. I want to be like that girl, like walking New York Fashion Week. But we've got lots more available for today. I actually got to go out of state. Crazy! A part-time employed recent graduate has enough money to leave the state. That's crazy. And I actually figured out, like, it is low-key okay to be the first person in your group that doesn't get a job, because I visited my friend and I'm like, great, now I know I don't want to live in Arlington, Virginia. Like, I'm sorry. Respect to her. Like, she knows I love her. But, like, everywhere we went, I felt like we were going to get killed. There's this thing that people do in Virginia that does not happen in this suburban area where I live, where like people just walk down the street middle of the night sidewalk, and not in a city way where it's like, well, we're all walking. It's like literally feels like you're in Grand Theft Auto when they put like NPCs places and they're just walking and they have backpacks. But like, I'm not talking about homeless people, obviously, like I'm not rude. But like they were went past McDonald's and they were just like taking a walk. It's like, why are you going for a nighttime stroll on the highway? Like, I literally saw someone walking on the highway at night and like, that's interesting. Honestly, I need to live in like a big city. I can't be living in like mid-sized cities. Like, something about mid-sized something about mid-sized cities are kind of weird to me, and I'm not really into it. That's my Charlie XCX impression. She's hot in the news this week. Maybe we'll get to it. Oh my god, I just had a burp come out. I've had burps and farts today that literally smell like shit. I'm unavailable for a fart that literally smells like egg, like sulfuric acid. Like, what are we eating? Can we talk about what I ate today? I had a burrito at the Ronald Reagan Airport. Like, maybe that's where it came from. Also, talk about the Ronald Reagan Airport. I walk out of JetBlue flight and I am greeted with the biggest Dolly Parton poster ever. I'm like, honestly, I hope Ronald's rolling in the fucking grave, because that's a gay airport. Like, I immediately walk out and see it. That's gay. No, but like, actually name it after Ronald McDonald. I don't know. I feel like Ronald McDonald was low-key the first drag queen. I'm just gonna say that. I don't know if that theory's been put out yet, but I agree. Clowns want to be drag queens so bad, you know? But yeah, I was in Virginia, so that happened. We went to see Lorde, and it was actually a concert that changed my life. She was 10 feet away from me during ribs. I was crying, screaming, laughing. I really did think I had that moment where I was like, Lorde's gonna see me and pick me out of the crowd. But this bitch in front of me, unavailable for it, has a green fucking brat fucking fan. And at first I was like, oh my god, she's fanning me, it's so hot, like, thank god. And then she's blocking my direct eye contact with Lorde. I'm like, me and Lorde are trying to have a fucking moment. She's so close. I've never been this close to a celebrity in my life, and she literally looks like God. Like, that's Jesus. That's man of the year. This is an artist. This is not someone that's a product or a package. This is the thing about Lorde. When I went to that concert, like, everyone was kind of like dress coded, right? There's a lot of black tanks. I was wearing like sweatpants and a crop top. I saw some fishnets. I saw some chokers. I saw like the 2016 Lorde. But the thing about it, and I'm not like shaming you know who, but like a couple years ago, big artist, Taylor Swift, had the Eras Tour, right? And everyone was like, there's a dress code. Oh, I have to slay in another way. Like, now I have to buy shit. I don't want to buy shit. I just want to slay. And like with Lorde, I feel like you could have just looked in your everyday closet and been like, that's Lordian, that's Lordian. It's not like, oh, I need a glittery corset and like high heels. That's the testament of like you not being a product or a brand. Like you're an artist. Like she's always just gonna make what she wants to make. She's gonna say what she wants to say. And I'm singing Broken Glass and I'm like, the fact that we have an artist in our lifetime that can make, first of all, a catchy fucking song that makes me want to like dance my freaking booty to it if I had any, like that's awesome. But it's also about an eating disorder, which is like sad, but like the fact that we have someone in our lifetime that we can be shaking ass to about an eating disorder, like clap. Like I needed that, especially now that I'm 22 and we're like out of college. I feel like we're all like, what do we have to do now? Like everyone is hyper fixated on weight, and I think it's because we just like don't have anything better to do. And it's kind of sad that like the system that's in our brain just like goes back to like, let's beat ourselves up. Let's find something else to hate on today. But yeah, Lorde was amazing. It was honestly just like one of the best concerts I've ever seen. I got merch and I didn't feel bad about spending $60. Also on a long sleeve, like this is terrible to say, but not even a bad price. Like usually the long sleeves are like $85. So slay, Lorde. I love you and I wish you saw me, and I wish we had that moment where you like hugged me and you were like, this girl needs a hug right now. Like I really needed you to do that, but that's okay. And next time, Lorde. No, like one day maybe I'll be interviewing you on a podcast and we'll talk about this and like laugh. Here's the thing about going to a concert. You have to travel, and sometimes that travel means you take an airplane. And that brings me to like a lot of things we need to talk about. First of all, I get stressed on airplanes. I do, especially coming out of Logan. Like we have a history, and that history is 9/11. Like all those planes came from Logan, so I'm already scared always. The thing that stresses me out is when I was leaving from Logan and Ronald Reagan. That feels weird to say. Is it just called Reagan? I don't know. The DCI. What do they call it? They're confusing over there. So when I left from Logan, they didn't make me separate anything. I didn't have to like take off my shoes or like even a sweatshirt. Like I kept a hat on. Like it was very fucking chill. And then when I was at Ronald Reagan, the lady is like yelling at everyone. And she's like, separate bins, everything, every electronic device in a separate bin, that small purse, separate bin. She's like yelling at me. She's like, get those sunglasses off your head. And I looked up if I could bring like a little yogurt on the plane. Google said yes. Google said I could bring a yogurt on the plane. But this bitch at fucking 8 a.m. was yelling at me and she's like, honey, you can't bring that. It's gotta go, or you gotta throw it away. And I'm like, okay, throw it away then. She's like, I can't touch that. I am not allowed to touch that. I'm like, okay, just point me to the trash. You don't have to give me this big spiel like, I can't touch that and you're stupid for thinking that I could. But this is my thing too, like unavailable for it. When someone's like yelling at you, but they're neutral, like they're like, honey. Like, no, just yell. Say it with your fucking chest. Say, honey, darling, put the fucking yogurt down. Instead, honey, you can't have that yogurt. You can't have that yogurt. Like, she's talking to me like that scene from Get Out where she's, like, got the phone and she's like, oh, my God. And, like, not moving her mouth. I hate that. Like, just be straight up with me. Tell me I'm a cunt and say, get to the back of the line. Like, have balls. And then I'll be like, respect. Why are we separating things sometimes and why are we not other times? That's confusing to me, and I'm looking for someone to explain. But also there's this assumption that like airplanes are really hard to understand. Like growing up, my mom was like, oh, like it's hard. Like you never want to fly alone. Like you always want to fly with a friend. Like it's just really difficult. And then it's like once I've gotten older, it's literally like you walk in and it's literally made for a 3-year-old. It's like print out the pass, security, every 10 feet. It's like security. It's so obvious. And then you just find the gate number. Like it blows my mind. Like I thought like getting a flight was so complicated. Like I've literally ordered flights off my phone. My biggest problem with the airport is when you get sat next to people you do not vibe with and you know. So on the way there, I see a heterosexual couple and I'm like, all right, they're knowing my luck, they're gonna sit next to me. They sit next to me. They're like young, but not super young. She has like a math packet out that looks like it's for preschoolers. I'm like, is she grading these? And she's like writing real feedback and I'm like, they're preschoolers, babe. But her partner sits next to her and I have to describe them like this. I'm a big Modern Family watcher. It's like, you know how Phineas guest starred in Modern Family as that family that are like the neighbors to the Dumfies and they hate them and they're the ones that help them like destroy that pornographic statue across the street. So it was basically like the daughter or the son, if they like had a partner that maybe was giving Bama vibes, like could be cousins, honestly. They sat down next to me. The guy's like, I need headphones. And she's like, babe, do you need my headphones again? Like, babe, you should really get your own headphones. Like, babe, seriously. And I'm like, oh, babe, you need to break up with this man. Like, she is mothering the fuck out of this man. Then she puts a trivia game on, and I don't know what game it was. Like, we're on JetBlue, and it was like 3 animals. It was like, pick which one doesn't belong. And the fucking guy is just keeps picking the wrong one, thinking it's so funny, like laughing to himself. And I'm like, you're disgusting. You're a disgrace. Like, don't get in between me and winning a game. I don't care if it's trivia crack. I don't care if it's the game of life. I don't care if it's at the casino. Like, stop. Like, you guys have everything already. You know that it's already hard to be a woman and be right, and then you gotta fuck it up even more. Like, shut the fuck up. So I'm listening to that, and I'm like, I'm done. I have to, like, put my AirPods in. I've downloaded episodes of the Gig Week Squad. I'm like, this will get me through. The fucking 2 episodes I downloaded, the Gig Week Squad were also traveling, so they were talking about their airplane troubles, and they were talking about how they get self-conscious about it because they're from New York, and they're like, oh, 9/11 wasn't good. And I'm like, okay, so there's no peace, because I also thought my plane was going down, and now if the plane goes down, I'm going down with these people. And then the second flight, I have to say, like, when I was coming back, I was next to these 2 girls that were, like, in my age group, and they were chill. Like, one was watching Sabrina on Hot Ones, and I was like, you know what, if I die next to them, like, cool. Like, you know what I mean? It really does make a difference. Midway through the flight attendant comes down, and I don't know, because I'm trying not to even look at these people because they're sickening me. Like, I just don't want to see your PDA on the plane. Like, it's too early for this. It's, you know, it's 4 p.m. It's early for me. All of a sudden, this girl is just like, what do you want from the beverage cart? Like, the girl next to me. And it's like, I was honestly kind of felt like a presence was there. I probably had a 1-second delayed reaction, right? Like, I was in the middle of taking off the AirPod, and she's like, what do you want? And I'm like, excuse you. Like, you're not the flight attendant. Like, let her speak. Like, were you silent or were you silenced? Please, can I have a Coke? She goes, we don't have Coke. I can give you a Pepsi or Pepsi Zero. Give me the Pepsi Zero. That Pepsi tasted like shit. That tasted like mint. Like, I just tasted mint. Like, I tasted toothpaste. There was no Diet Coke adjacent liquid flavor in that. So now I'm pissed. The girl next to me orders a fucking cranberry juice. I'm like, okay, are you the one that plays school class? Like, what's going on? This is the part I'm like gonna gag. Her boyfriend, she's like, babe, do you want gum? Earlier on the flight. They're both sharing the same fucking cup, and they both take out their gum and place it on a napkin in the middle seat, and I'm on the window seat, and I'm just fucking staring at, like, the fucking, I'm literally gagging, fucking napkin with your gum on it. Like, you might as well take out your fucking Invisalign. You know, you might as well take out a used cotton swab and leave it. Take your fucking poop smeared toilet paper and leave it. Because now I'm like, I can't even enjoy the little enjoyment I could get from this Pepsi Zero, right? And I just want caffeine, and there's no coffee being offered right now. And that brings me to this. Okay? Why the fuck is it 2025 and we have no technology to do like a dating app, like pick your partner on a plane? Like, after we purchase the tickets, it should be like it brings you to an app that's like Hinge. You like to have a little bio, a profile. You say like why you're flying, like if you're flying solo, and then you compare yourself, like swipe left or right on who you want to sit with. My friend was like, well, what if you don't get picked? I'm like, fucking God bless if no one wants to sit next to me, because that means they already know, like, don't talk to that bitch. Also, what if you like found the love of your life? Like, what if there's a really, really hot person and you're like, I gotta sit next to them, and then you're both going to the same place and you're going from the same place, and it's like, wait, this could be like star-crossed lovers moment in the sky. There's a part of me that wants, like, obviously segregation bad, but I will say that I would like separation by sexuality. Like, what if we had a gay plane? Like, think about it, and like all the flight attendants have to like vogue down the aisle, you know what I mean? Or they need to be like ex-theater majors, and they could get really into like the life vest demonstration. Like, they could have a lot of fun with it. They could also like play games, like, you know how we take pictures of ourselves when we have to like check in, and they have like a picture of ID. Like, what if they played like those in like a slideshow, like they got them from TSA, and it was like who wore it best? Like, I'm also wondering why there's not baby planes. Like, that sounds fucked up, but like, why isn't there a plane just for babies? Why can't like the guardian, like one guardian have to go with a kid, and then all the kids are on that plane? And like, yeah, it would be fucked up if that plane crashed, like God forbid, like something like 9/11 happened. Like, that would be fucked, but it would like solve in the meantime just the fact that like single people, when they're traveling, don't want to be surrounded by like loving, warm families. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see couples while I'm single riding that plane to go sleep on my friend's couch in Virginia. I don't need to be reminded of like what I don't have while I'm traveling, and like I'm about to like lose $400 this weekend at the board game bar. Another annoying thing is that it says like 20 minutes left, and then it says 20 minutes left for literally 40 minutes. What's up with that? Why does it take them so long to find like a parking spot at the airport? It's a pretty big fucking place. Like, how hard is it to park a plane? Like, you've got to have room. Like, they know you're coming. They know you're big. It's like, we could do all of that in the sky. Like, you got us through. We didn't fall down, but you can't fucking park. Like, girl, you've already done the legwork. Like, also on the plane, I was watching a movie. Like, I started to because that had Hilary Duff in it. It was Cheaper by the Dozen. And it was, like, kind of sad. Like, she was having a lot of kids, but she started out by marrying her college sweetheart, which also makes me sad because I'm like, if you think your lover is in college, it is sad because it means to me that you're not willing to, like, put yourself out there. Oh, I'm really dragging people. Oops. But I do feel like you've got to explore yourself and be on your own in your early 20s. Like, it's too early to settle down. Like, I guess when you know, you know, but I know that I don't know, so like I wouldn't be participating. But I see her and she's like got this bright future ahead of her, like this girl in the movie, and she just marries this guy right away. Okay. And I'm like, all right, sure. But then she used to be like a journalist and she's living in the city and she has the first kid and she brings the kid to work like it's a fucking purse. And the kid's just sitting there on the desk like, la-di-da-di-da. I'm like, I hope you gave him crayons, a juice box. God forbid he got some goldfish. That sucks. And then she has 2 kids, right? And she just wants to keep having more kids. And then she like quits her career. And we were like literally 3 minutes into this movie. And by the way, I downloaded it for the plane. And even though it was downloaded, I said, you know what, I can't do this. Like, this is a horror movie for me. This is stressful. I don't want to watch a movie about you having 12 kids. But that just brings me to my point of, like, do not do anything you don't want to do. Like, life is way too short. Like, I hate when people watch things because they feel like they have to. Like, you don't have to watch Tenet. Like, it's an awful movie. You don't have to watch every Star Wars movie to, like, be a fan. Like, also, you can just rewatch the same show. I rewatched Modern Family every night. Like, is your government spying on your phone judging you for that? Who do you think's judging you? Do you think you're going to go to the pearly white gates and Jesus is going to be like, you know, Ava, you didn't lock in on Lord of the Rings Part 2 extended version, so we're going to have to send you right back down, okay? Sorry, try next life. While we were on our little hiatus, a holiday did happen. I would not call it a holiday. I would call it like a remembrance day of like remembering what once was. I do think I'm lesbian, honestly. That plane ride really made me think about it. Like on a logistical level, I was seeing this man and I'm like, oof, like, yeah, right now at my age, like I'm attracted to guys that look young because I'm a young person, right? But then they're gonna get older. Like, they're gonna get old, and not all of them are gonna, like, age like Eric Dane, like Patrick Dempsey. They're not all gonna be, like, chiseled tigers, you know? Silver foxes is what I meant, not chiseled tigers. Chiseled tigers is crazy. I'm, like, so fucking sweating through this vest. It's, like, going straight to my brain and killing whatever cells I have left. Stay with me. Breathe. That's, like, the kind of shit they, like, taught me to do in acting class. They were like, shake out that jaw. Like, what was that helping? Like, it was just giving me a migraine, I fear, and I already have migraines with aura, which, by the way, aura is a real medical condition, and I see aura all the time, but I do think I might have psychic ability because of it. I think they say it's a medical condition to train us to not develop our psychic abilities, but that's a whole separate episode. So it's National Boyfriend Day, right? And I literally have one straight couple that I like. And I won't even, it's so crazy. The one straight couple I like, they are locals. They aren't like celebrities. They're on a local level. It's through a coworker that I know of, this straight couple. They actually used to work with me directly, but they've been together for like ever. I don't know. They just seem like a cool couple. They're very like, we'll travel, we'll do this. Like they went to school together, but they're still together, but like not all the time. Like there's some distance in between, but they just posted like not like a collage. It was one of those like 3-tier pictures, and it was the same day, and it was them like at a Red Sox game. It was just literally like a casual selfie, and I was like, this is either like a lavender marriage because it's so casual, so friends, or like this is the epitome of like what I want and like what I need. Like I just love that they like weren't excessive about it. They didn't say happy National Boyfriend Day. They weren't like kissing emoji. They weren't like my best friend, my soulmate, my partner, I'm so glad I've met you in this lifetime. Like they weren't obnoxious. They were like, I'm gonna acknowledge that you exist so the internet doesn't like come for me and think that we've broken up, but also like I tell you every day that I love you, so I don't need to like acknowledge that to the internet and like blast it. And so I was like, that's how you do it right, people. Like, I feel like people think I give straight people like a lot of shit, and they're like, but you're bisexual, like you're half the problem. I am half the problem, sure. But recently I've been like a quarter of the problem because I literally haven't had sex with a man in like 2 months. And if you feel like that was a short time, like first thought like me, no, it's not. That's like 6 years, baby. Like, that's a recession, okay? Like, that was enough time for the stock market to crash. Actually, I think that can happen pretty quickly. There are straight couples that I like. There are ways to be straight and for me to like you in a romantic relationship, okay? But I really do think, like, I might have to be lesbian because I can't imagine growing old with a man. Like, that thought of, like, a beard and just, like, how stinky they get over time. Oh, and like, I just need someone that grooms himself. And like, I think I was just built to be with a woman. I also like don't want to be watching like World War III documentaries like when we're in our 80s. So I might be lesbian by choice, but I am halfway there already. So that's okay. It's not offensive. Speaking of being too old to watch shit or watching shit when you're old or whatever, that was a terrible transition. We're just gonna forget about it. I don't get why people still like watch college football like past the age of 25. Like 25's gotta be the limit because you're already out of college. Like, why do you care? There is a national football league. So why don't you just join the normal people and care about that? Like, I'm not one to care about sports, but like college, it's like you might as well go to your high school homecoming football game and get a freaking hot dog and a hot chocolate with marshmallows. Because this is childish. And it's just embarrassing. I just think, like, get a hobby, take up crocheting, take up knitting. Like, sad to admit that you still, like, really care about your college. It's like, oh, those were truly your glory days. Like, you fucked so many girls after buying them a lemon drop shot. Like, you're so impressive. I am kind of over taking lemon drop shots, though. I'm kind of in my sober October era. I was at Lorde, obviously, and she was giving this whole speech where she was saying, like, it's time for us to just throw away things that don't serve us. Like, just flick it away. And I kind of love that metaphor of just flicking instead of like pushing it away or like even letting go, like just to flick as if like it's not that serious, but just flick it away. Like, what if I just flick away my 12 a.m. glass of wine? Because I always wake up with indigestion and I feel like shit and I'm bloated, and it's like, why are you doing something that's not bringing you any happiness? And so yeah. But that being said, literally the day after Lorde, I went to a board game bar and I had beer. And I think that'll be the last time, and then it's going to be Sober October. I think I should write a song. Sober October, it's over. Anyways, I went to a board game bar, and that was like, I just wanted to drink beer and play board games, and it was kind of everything. Like, I had a burger. I was feeling like all American vibes. And what's more American than fascism? We were playing this game called Secret Hitler. It was addicting to the point we played this for 7 hours. We got there at 1 p.m. We left when the sun was down. And there with my friend, and we were like getting into fights, and I was playing with her college friends who I don't really know well enough, and I was calling them the fuck out. I was like, you're fucking Hitler, you are fucking fascist, I know it. If you don't know how to play this game, you basically have to pass these policies, but you pick up 3 cards at random, and they're like fascist and liberal. So you're trying to get all the fascist cards down if you're a fascist, but you're not trying to reveal you're a fascist. So a lot of times, like, a fascist will give the next person 2 fascist cards to choose from, and they'll be like, oh my god, I picked up 3 fascists, so you have to choose. Like, I'm sorry. So it's basically like a game of lying, but you're trying to get your team to win. But the fascists are also like posing as a liberal, and they're like, well, I put a liberal card down first round, babes, so like it can't be me. And then you can check people on it because there's like some spaces that lets you see the 3 cards before the next people pick, so you can see if they're lying. I'm literally yelling like, you are the Hitler in this bar while like chugging a Guinness in the middle of Virginia. Like, I'm glad someone didn't pull a gun on me. Like, I'm scared. But my friend was getting so into it. Like, there was one point where I'm like, you're Hitler, you're Hitler, you're Hitler, you're Hitler. And she was literally so much like, if you come for me one more time, next time, if we are the Hitler together and the fascists and we're working together, I'm not even gonna work with you. Come to find out, next round, open my eyes. They say fascist and Hitler, open your eyes, acknowledge each other. It's literally us. And she literally just gives me like a, like the biggest stink eye. We're supposed to be working together. The whole time she's going, I think it's Ava. I think it's Ava. I think it's Ava. Oh my god, guys, is it Ava? And she's like making fun of my voice, which like I get it, like low blow, like my voice can be annoying, and like I was being annoying, like I'll admit, but like also I was right. We lost and I was like, I guess props to you for like keeping your word, but like god damn it, this game brings out the worst in everybody. There was no reason that we as college graduates of the University of Virginia and Boston University needed to be playing Secret Hitler for 7 hours while chugging Guinnesses. But at the same time, like, this is the shit that happens, like, when men aren't around. Like, we have fun. Like, we play board games, and they're not boring. Like, I'm sorry, we play games, and we use our brains, and we manipulate, we lie, and we cheat. And I was like, will we get canceled for playing this? But, like, I guess, like, Hasbro or whoever put it out, and we're like, it's fine. And it is, like, catchy. Like, it's a catchy title, like, Secret Hitler, and it is crazy. But I'm just saying, like, we could definitely revise the name. I got Secret Hitler like 5 times. I was like, what is the world trying to say? And it does feel weird as a liberal, but it's just a game of lying. And I'm like, oh, like, we need to like get back to the basics. Like, put women in a room together where we're lying for fun. Like, I'm a fashionista. Like, I need men away. Like, this is for gays and girls. Like, those are the only ones should be playing this, ironically. When you put a man there, then it becomes like controversial, like low key. Like when we play it, it's ironic and like cute and funny and quirky. When they do it, it's like a little too serious. It's like, you guys are already fascist in real life. But yeah, I think board games bring out like a serious side of people that's scary. And I think if a man's in the room, it ruins it. Every person I met in Virginia was weird. Like the first person you go to at TSA that just takes the picture of you, it's like 8 in the morning and I'm just standing there. He goes, smiles aren't required, but are appreciated. I was like, what the fuck? Why am I getting clocked at 8 a.m. in the Ronald Reagan airport? I was like, I'm sorry I'm not smiling. I look like shit. I just brushed my teeth and like didn't even brush my hair and rolled up in sweatpants that I've been wearing to the airport, to a concert, and wearing to bed for the past 4 days. Like, my coochie be stinking. And you're trying to tell me to smile? And that was a joke, by the way. I hate having to clarify something as a joke. If I ever get famous, they're gonna be like, she is a stinky bush. This is so embarrassing. Oh, I also had to go up to my manager like last week and be like, hey, like I need more hours, I'm broke. And I was like, this is embarrassing as hell. Like when you have to beg for hours, it just makes me look so desperate because all I do is like talk shit about work. I'm like, oh, I don't want to work, I don't want to go. I like, sit in my car for 10 minutes before coming in, like on my phone. I act like too cool for school, and then like on the flip side, I'm like going into that office being like, knock, 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 is this a good time? Like, I know everyone's, like, struggling, and, like, my other coworkers, like, feeding a family of 4, but, like, my eyelashes were, like, so expensive this month, and, like, now I can't eat. Something else so embarrassing. I was at the bar, and I walked in the bar, and these, like, really piercing eyes met me, and I'm like, that person looks familiar, but I don't know why. And then I'm behind him, and it's, like, slowly coming to me, and I'm talking to my friend, and she's in front of me, and so she's blocking my view of him, and I'm like, is that Brian from Love Island? And then I'm like, wait, he is from Boston, but we're in the suburbs. We're in Peabody. I'm like, that's a good 30 minutes away. Why the fuck would he be there? I'm like not paying attention. She didn't watch Love Island. He gets up and these girls across from us go, good job on Love Island. I go, oh, and I literally couldn't help myself. I go, I fucking knew it. And he turns around and he just laughs at me. And I even took a picture of the back of him as a joke to send to my friends. I'm like, oh my God, guys, the one time you don't come to Patty Callie's, Brian is here. I should have been like, can we please get a statement for unavailable pod on the state of you and my papayas relationship? So I am unavailable for not just going up to a celebrity and being like, hey, is it you? They must put like the doll face Snapchat filter like on the guys. Should I just do a speed round, guys? Okay, I'm over breakfast. I'm so over it. I'm not cracking an egg. Like, the best you're gonna get out of me is opening the lid of an iced coffee and pouring it, like, pre-made. Another thing, I'm done with no avocado at Chipotle. I recently went there, and I didn't want guacamole because that onion sounded like it was gonna cause some mad indigestion. And I'm like, I would just love, like, a natural avocado. And it's like, why don't you have that yet? It's 2025. Like, just give me a fucking plain avocado Chipotle. Another thing I'm unavailable for is September move-ins. That's another thing that they've, like, created. The system has created this thing that they say, like, everything starts in September because school starts in September. But then we're out of school. And then why is everything still starting in September? Like, I get it, like, fall, new season, but it's like, we already have January, which is like new year, new me. Like, why does every lease start in September? Like, it's so weird. I'm not living my life by September because I'm not a fucking teacher and I'm not in school. Like, I'm not gonna have September dictate everything. Like, when did September become a fascist month? Like, why is it telling everyone what to do about every aspect of their life? Like, September's not a new beginning. That's what January's for. Like, stop trying to reheat January's nachos. That's why Green Day said, wake me up when September ends. Like, they knew. They were always ahead of it. They were always liberal. Like, let's be honest. It's just a Republican month. Something about it, you know? People not showering every day. I don't really feel like I need to go through that. Like, the people on that plane did not shower. Sneezing while driving, I don't know. Again, like, another thing, it's like, God, why when you made us, you didn't think that one through? Like, if I sneezed while I was driving and I hit someone in court, would they like take that as like, would that like help annul it? What's annul mean? Would they like not charge me? Would I be innocent if I said like, but Judge Royal, Your Highness, sir, I sneezed. Like, do you understand? Like, that's a human thing that I can't control. Like, I fucking sneezed, my eyes shut for 2 seconds and I hit someone on a bicycle. Like, do you think that would help? Okay, another car related unavailable is taking separate cars. I just think it's so embarrassing. Like, the other day, me and my friend, we went golfing, and then we were going back to, like, her house, or we were going shopping or something, and, like, I drove one way, and, like, I met them, and then we were driving back to a friend's, and they were just gonna hop in the car, and I said, one of you has to hop in with me, because now we're going to the same place, but we're not driving together, and it's, like, abruptly just, like, pausing the hangout, and, like, what am I gonna do? Go back to, like, being an introvert and, like, putting on a podcast? Like, no. If someone wants me to keep my, like, hangout stamina up, like, someone's gonna have to, like, get in this car and keep me talking and socializing, or else I'm falling asleep behind the wheel, or else I'm driving home, and I'm getting into bed, and I'm not doing shit, because, like, I just can't right now. Like, I'm not gonna be able to socialize if I turn it off for a second. You know what I mean? Like, we've got to keep the facade up. Like, I'm keeping on my personality. Like, it's the same thing with the podcast. Like, once we're rolling, bitch. Like, I can't go back. Like, we can't go back. It's either it's done after, like, 30 minutes of hanging out, 30 minutes of doing the podcast, or, like, you want me for 6 hours, which, like, I know you do. You're obsessed. When you go on a date and you don't get picked up, it's low-key awkward. Like, I feel worse, because then you're, like, meeting them, and you're, like, walking in. It's just, like, awkward. I feel like in the car, like, you have icebreakers, and then once you get to the dinner, it's, like, there's more to talk about because you've broken the ice about, like, the random, like, how are you, whatever. And then it's also, like, there's a car, so the physical stuff, like, you don't have to worry about, like, should I hug them when I see them? But I was just going on a second date, and, like, low-key, this is just so embarrassing to talk about. I never did, because I'm just embarrassed by myself on a second date. Like, what is a second date? Like, what do you do on it? Because you already get the basics out of it in the first date, and then you go on a second date immediately, right? And it's like, you shouldn't have to rehash the basics, but, like, also my memory's not great. Like, what if I forget the name of your sister? And then it's, like, super embarrassing. Like, I just told you this on the first date. Or it's just, like, I don't know, like, maybe that's why I like being with women, because it's, like, U-Haul lesbian vibe. Like, I just feel like we've already established the first date. Like, I already know if I like you or not. So, like, going on the second date, it's just, like, a lot of reiteration of, like, why are we doing this again? Like, it's just a repeat. Like, what are we learning? Like, yeah, we can do a new activity, but then that's all so stressful. It's like, okay, so we go out to, like, dinner, then we have to go mini golfing now. Like, why can't it just be, like, we go from, like, dinner to, like, sitting on the couch and, like, eating? But if we do that, then men, in their way of thinking, they're like, oh, so you want to fuck? And it's like, no, I actually just want to, like, sit in bed. Like, I just want to sit in bed because that's what I would be doing, like, on an ideal day. I don't want to be doing an activity. It's like, why is dating about an activity when it really should just be, like, about, like, spending quality time? And quality time doesn't need to be over a ball in any shape or form. Not a golf ball, a bowling ball, a tennis ball. Doesn't need to be around an apple. Like, on Love Island, I was scared. This season, they were all like, I'm gonna bring Shelly on a date. And then they were doing, like, yoga meditation. I'm like, why is everyone taking each other on yoga dates? Like, when did that become a date? Like, God bless, do your yoga, but I would never do yoga with someone else. Like, yoga's for me. I'm not getting sweaty and doing downward dog next year. Are you kidding? Like, you can only see those moves in the bedroom. Like, you haven't earned seeing my ass in downward dog. I'm sorry. You don't get to look at me from behind in child's pose. Like, wow, I'm in a negative mood today. Like, I get it. I did have a couple haters saying, like, your podcast is negative. So, what if I go into, like, my advice session? Like, actually, I'm gonna be giving some good advice now. I actually gave this advice recently, and my ex was like, that's, like, really good advice. And I was like, thank you. I'm actively, like, turning my, like, positive, like, nice brain on, because we were getting, like, really in the weeds of just, like, I hate this, I hate this. I was just becoming someone that I would be unavailable for. Something that I said recently is, like, I feel like at this age, people are like, I should have a big girl job, like a 9 to 5. I should have, like, a boyfriend, a girlfriend. Like, People think that like at 22 we're expecting them to like pop out 5 kids and go shuck some hay. It's like, it's not the 1600s. Like, we're not in Puritan village. Like, no one's expecting that much of you. But everyone wants to be so good at everything so fast. Like, everyone wants to like start a TikTok and blow up immediately. Everyone wants to like put out one song and have it make a Spotify playlist, right? Like, everyone wants to book a gig in a feature film before they've done like extra work or they've been on a commercial. And it's like a lot of like learning happens in those random opportunities. And just think about like babysitting, for example. Like, you'll learn a lot from babysitting, like how to take care of another thing, like how to control like the fact that you can't multitask. Your like attention needs to be on that one thing. Like, you can learn so many skills. Also, if you're going to be a parent one day, that is giving you like a little taste of what it could be like. People are just rushing to the finish line, and this is my thing, is like, there is no finish line, baby. You can't be behind. You literally can't be behind because no one's on the same path. So it makes no sense when people say like, I feel behind. Like, how do you feel behind someone if there's no one to be behind? Like, it's just you in this life, baby. It's just you. We're all like in the same forest, right? And there's a million different paths, but you're gonna create your own path, and no one's living the same life. Like, you've jumped from this milestone, right? You got a scholarship to Boston College. Don't know why that was the first one I thought of. Hate them. And then you went to grad school at Harvard, and then maybe you got a job for a couple years as a general manager in a restaurant, and then you went back to school and you became a lawyer, and then you decided, I'm gonna be a director in theater. Like, a random ass path. Like, no one in the world has your identical resume, right? Like, no one in the world has identical life experiences to you. Even if on paper you did, say on paper you did, you still are never gonna be someone else, because you're not. And you're never going to be behind. You're all on different paths. You might take paths and see someone in the woods and like say, hey, yo, what's up? You're on a hike too. You can't ever actually be behind. You're not on anyone else's journey but your own. And it sounds like so cliche, but you legitimately can't be behind. Because like, it's not yesterday, it's not tomorrow, it's today. You have to live in the present. And I know that's a concept of like, we've got to be more present. And like, that's true. You can meditate on whatever. But the bottom line is like, your body is present no matter what. Like, you're here, baby. I can't transport into 2 seconds later when I'm finishing the sentence. The sentence has come. Like, present has come. The present is coming no matter what. You can't be jumping timelines, babe. Like, this isn't a Marvel movie. You're stuck on one path, and you're gonna be at that point in the path every second you're on that point. Time is just gonna move. But you can't be behind time. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're on time because you're living in the present. You can't be behind. There is no end point unless you talk to someone from the future and you know what day you're gonna die. Then like, yeah, there's a race to the finish line. I guess you're like, I gotta get everything done in time. And it's like, no, just live like today's your last, sure. But also know that like, there's nowhere else to be but literally where you are right now. If you're stuck in traffic, like, you just gotta sit there and be like, I'm stuck in traffic. Like, this is where I am. I physically can't teleport. You physically are stuck in the present. So it's like, you might as well get with it and mentally be there too. That's a prophet speaking right there. Oh, this is another good, like, deep thought that I had this week. I feel like recently when I don't want to do something, I just don't do it. Like, I quit a job with literally 24-hour notice because I felt like they treated me like shit, right? Like, I just felt like I was disrespected there. And my mom, and like a lot of older people say this too, but my mom was like, well, do it politely and like respectfully. Like, you don't want to burn any bridges. Burning bridges is another myth. A bridge does what? A bridge brings you from one side to the other, right? So if I didn't want a bridge, I'd be going to the other side, right? Like, I'd want to cross whatever hump, whatever difficulty I'm experiencing, I would want to cross to get to the other side. If I'm on the one side of the bridge, right, and I'm looking down at the cliff, and I'm like, honestly, I don't even want to get over that because it's like not the problems that I want to have, right? Like, I'm in a job that I hate, and it's like, just push through, just get over it. It's like, I actually don't want those problems though. So it's like, instead, let me turn away from the bridge. I don't like the concept of like burning the bridge because like, why would you come back to a bridge you didn't want to take? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if I didn't want to cross it in the first fucking place, why would I later want to cross it again? And I get the whole thing of like connections. You never know who you're going to work with one day. But also like, if I walked into a job and it was a coworker was working there that I literally didn't like and have an experience that's negative, like, why would I want to work there again? I'd walk out. By thinking like you're burning a bridge just by like walking away from something, like, that's not burning a bridge. I think burning a bridge might be like fuck you, like, you suck. But also, like, fuck you, you suck. If someone, like, fucking sexually harasses you, like, if they're making you work ridiculous hours, if you are fucking so tired and you ask for a day off, if your dog dies and they don't let you take the day off, like, fuck them, burn the bridge. Like, there's no reason to cross that cliff to the other side. The other side is not going to be happiness and golden light and rainbows and puppies. Like, you already know the first side is horrible, the second side's going to be too. So it's like, don't put yourself through, like, getting into problems that you don't want. You know what I mean? Like, you should only take a job if you like the problems that come with it, you know? I've also just been feeling dystopian recently, and I think it's probably just because the world we live in is dystopian. Like, it's, like, made me think. Like, the dystopian has got me going. It's giving me, like, ideas that I probably, like, shouldn't have. Hear me out. Like, I'm unavailable this week for the Dancing with the Stars casting. I kind of find it's, like, boring. Like, Alex Earl, don't really know who that is, don't really care. There's another, like, older actor on it that people love, but I'm like, who is that? I think his name's, like, Robert. Here's my idea, okay? Like, the world is getting dystopian already, but could we put the dystopianness in the hands of the people? So, like, Hunger Games, obviously, like, a scary thought, but what if, like, once you hit, like, over 1 million followers, right? You're, like, known person, you're an influencer, like, you've reached the threshold of, like, you know, when a Love Island contestant has been graduated from the island for, like, 3 months and they're getting brand deals and they hit the 1 million, like, you're that level famous, right? We do a reaping. And those people have to go on Dancing with the Stars. They contractually have to sign on to, like, whatever agency, or, like, when they get famous, like, they've got to, like, understand once you hit over 1 million followers, you are automatically put into the drawing board. It would kind of be everything and, like, give the celebrities, like, a taste of their own medicine, I fear. Like, it's, like, a mean way. It's a nice way to be mean. It's a nice way to be petty. Because, like, imagine us just, like, dragging, like, one of the best actors of all time, like, Robert De Niro, and being like, ugh, like, he couldn't hit that pirouette. Imagine a world where, like, Janae Craig could be on Dancing with the Stars as the same time as, like, Sean Evans that hosts Hot Ones. He could be on it. Ugh, and I think that's so dystopian is just, like, that bitch getting created from AI, that actress, Tilly. I think it's so fucked that it's, like, a little girl. Of course, they pick a woman that's, like, a younger woman that's gonna, like, stay young and little forever because they just want to keep making women feel bad about aging. Like, everything about capitalism makes women feel bad about aging. They literally start pushing retinol onto us when we're, like, 16. Tilly is just another example of fucking, like, the industry telling us, like, we're aging, we're old, and we're ugly, and, like, we need to, like, I don't know, be a fucking vampire and drink some blood like Bella and, like, have a vampire baby. I don't know. I'm gonna answer some calls, I think. I also want to say that, like, we are running out of calls, which means, like, I'm gonna start having to, like, really push through and, like, come up with even more to say, and I don't like that prospect for myself. So I think, like, we should get some more calls and, like, call your friends. Like, I can embarrass your friends for you. Like, make them call in and don't tell them, like, what it's for. Set up your friends. I will do that. Like, if you want to call in and leave me a number to call, like, I'll do that on air. Like, I don't give a fuck. But okay, I'm gonna listen to the calls and then film. Because I actually, for the first time, I've not listened to the calls prior. I want to, like, catch myself off guard.
This week, I'm unavailable for how many conservative men are on dating apps, and why they're all conservative or apolitical or moderate. And in this climate, being apolitical or moderate is even more aggravating than being conservative, but the conservatives are still really freaking aggravating. And how you want to date liberal, but it feels like that pool is getting smaller and smaller, and I'm unavailable for ugly, annoying conservative men. Okay, that's all I have to say. Bye, Ava.
First question. So, you really put me on the spot. I literally said earlier, I was like, I should not be talking about politics. I really shouldn't. Like, I know right from wrong. I know my rights and my lefts. We kind of should think with emotions, because emotions equal empathy, and empathy equals caring about other people. And isn't politics all about caring about other people and protecting other people and their rights to live? So there was like, they get so emotional. And it's like, okay, but you got logic. Like, what are you protecting? Statistics, numbers, and figures? That being said, like, I took AP Gov, like, I took AP US History, like, I was writing DBQs, so, like, I get it, girl, like, dating is hard, and, like, let me be honest, a couple of months ago, I went on this date with this guy. He came up to me in a cafe, he was super cute, and he, like, was like, hey, like, this is my phone number, and that has never happened to me before, so I was instantly like, oh my god, like, this is my match, like, he's the one for me. He texted me immediately, like, kept his word. I'm like, that's romantic. Then he was like, I'm gonna take you to this Chinese food place. It's a really, really fancy one in Boston. He picked me up and he like got out of the car to like open the door for me. And I was like, oh my God, that's when you should know you're going on a date with a Republican. Because like liberals aren't opening the doors for you. Like, I'm sorry, like, love them. Heart is in the right place. Like, low key, when he has manners, it's given like good Southern charm. Like, he's been going to church on Sundays. Like, he has Sunday's best. That's what I should have known. At that dinner, somehow politics came up and he was basically saying like, yeah, no, Trump is like rebuilding everything and that's like good. Like, he's basically creating a pyramid. You've got to fix the base of the pyramid to get to the issues you're talking about. So he was like basically saying like, you've got to strip away all the rights to like make the country better again. Then he told me there were some jobs that like women can't do. He was like, well, like women could be construction workers, but like that's not a job for women. You know what I mean? He even said, he was like, it seems like you're uncomfortable right now. And I was like, yeah, no, I am. Like, I was basically crying at the table. And then I was like, my stomach hurts. And he took me home. And then he was like, remember you mentioned you love that movie Scream? Like, what if we go watch a horror movie? And I was like, this is my horror movie. I don't need to watch one with you. Also, Scream is low-key for the gays. Like, I'm a bisexual, you're a Republican. We're not watching Scream. I'm sorry. Like, I just know for a fact that Matthew wouldn't approve of that. So yeah, like that did happen to me this year, and that was very, very rough, having someone literally say to your face, like, I don't agree with abortion as they're on a first date with you. Like, that's bold. Like, Trump has made them very bold. But yeah, let's go back to your question. Like, how do you deal with it? I think on Hinge Plus, like, I'm not saying like money is the answer, but I think you can actually sort out like who you want. Like, you create like your type, but that's like you're paying an extra fee, right? For me, this started happening. I actually made someone FaceTime me before the first date. Like, low key, it sounds cringy, but when I FaceTimed them, they had an American flag in the back of their room. And I was like, what's that? And he was like, the American flag. And I was like, so you didn't vote Kamala, I'm assuming. And he was like, no. And I was like, hang the fuck up. You can do a screening with them. I also think it's like funny to joke, but like be serious. Like, be like, you've got to pass a FaceTime call pre-screen. You have to send a voice recording of your voice, because sometimes just from the way they speak, like the inflections, I feel like you can tell that they're listening to Republican male podcasters. Fucking clock them. Be like, you do fucking talk like Joe Rogan. So there's ways to like get around it for sure. And then you can also ask for references. Like, you can ask for 3 professional references. Ask for like a best friend of more than 5+ years, because obviously you know that if they don't have a best friend of over 5+ years, like, what makes you think they're going to be loyal to you? Then you should ask for an ex or an ex situationship. You can ask them like, hey, why didn't it work out? And they can tell you. And if that reason's like valid, you're like, okay, cool. Then I also think you should ask for like a cousin or like distant family member. Cousin will be real. Like, a cousin will clock it. So yeah, I would say you've got to have that FaceTime interview. You've got to ask for like a voice recording, or like really study those vocal inflections. And then you need 3 professional references. And from those 3 references, you can tell like what party those people are voting for. And like, you could also go through TikTok likes. Like, that's really smart. Like, the girls are getting very creative with like stalking now, because if their friends are liking that shit, they're probably liking it too. But here's the thing, like, you're gonna bump into a few Republicans, and all you gotta do is own them. Like, all you gotta do is own them. It's not that hard. Be like, okay, jawline. At this point, it's good versus evil. Also, you could prepare for a bad date by like digging up dirt on them beforehand and then pulling it out and being like, well, I know you cheated on Julie in August 2022 and it's so embarrassing. You still have a picture posted with her and she has no pictures with you and she already has a cuter boyfriend than you. Like, why don't you just put something on your hinge that's like, literally don't talk to me if you voted for Trump? Like, why can't we just be honest? Like, eliminate them off the bat. You know what I mean? Like, don't put in more effort than you need to and energy than you need to. Like, don't spend 2 hours talking with someone, like learning things about them, learning about their grandma, and learning about their alma mater if like it turns out that they have the complete opposite moral compass than you. Like, honestly, on a first date, you should be like, do you believe in abortion? Do you want kids? And like, do you want to get married? If we're gonna bring back speed dating, because I keep seeing like ads for speed dating, that should honestly be speed dating. Like, you should just be doing rounds of that. And then if like those questions align, it's like, great, on to the next thing. Then we can get another 5-minute date. Like, honestly, I ate with that. I cooked. But yeah, it's hard out there, girl. And to be honest, like, there weren't many men to begin with for options. Next question is...
Hi, I just, this is Jeremy Drinks Water, and I actually had a question that I wanted to get your take on. So my question is, and a lot of people in my audience kind of debate this, but do you think coffee counts as drinking water during the day. Let me know what you think about that. Thanks.
Coffee. Is it water? Yes. I drink so much coffee. Like, it's the first thing I want in the morning. It's like all I think about. It's how I get to bed. Like, I imagine me drinking the coffee and I'm like, okay, the next day's worth it. Like, I can make it through tomorrow. Also, it's just such a good way to be like making friends, because you're like, guys, I'm stopping for a coffee. Anyone want one? Coffees are awesome. They're a great social activity. If you're trying to test someone, if they want to like be romantic or just a sexual fling, you ask them for coffee, because like you really don't want to have sex like in the middle of the day. Like, I for sure know that. Like, I have too much body insecurities to be like fracking midday, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it's just kind of the best solution for anything. It's like, if you don't know what to do with someone, get coffee. If you're networking, get coffee. Here's my take. Like, coffee is a diuretic. I was a vocalist for a while, so I know that it like makes you pee, and like peeing means you're like dehydrated. But at the end of the day, like, coffee is a liquid. All liquids have water in it. But if you're gonna really like come for me and say like coffee is not like considered water, let me tell you this: iced coffee. Ice is literally water. You can't tell me that ice doesn't melt a little in coffee and water gets into it. So I'm owning you, sir. Jeremy drinks water. I don't know who the fuck you are. Do you have a platform? Because if you do, like, honestly, repost me. Like, I kind of need the followers right now. But, like, also, it's kind of giving you have a really smart audience. And I'm not sure that's who we are attracting here. Like, we kind of need girls. Like, we need glitter pen gel. Like, la boo boo doo chai. Doo boo doo boo boo doo boo la boo boo doo chai. Labubu Dubai chocolate, Labubu Dubai chocolate, Labubu Dubai chocolate. Yes, there we go. We need Labubu Dubai chocolate matcha girlies here. So I don't know if the hydrangeas, what do you call your fan base? The hydrangeas? I don't know. I call mine cunt roaches personally, but we only have like 3 so far. We're like growing. But you know what? Where one cunt roaches, there are many. Like, you know, just like a cockroach. Jeremy drinks water. I do think coffee like has water in it. And I mean, what's your take? Like, you're the water expert. Like, why are you asking me? Like, again, Jeremy drinks water. I feel like you have a problem with vulnerability. Like, you had the line and you had the availability to call into a new up-and-coming podcaster where, like, your friends probably don't listen. You could ask me anything. I could have really given you an insight. Like, what if you just asked me, like, you know, how do you shape the inside of your labia? Like, I could have, like, really explained that for you. Oh, back. I have questions. I want to know if we're, like, friends and girlies or you're trying to bully me. Like, don't ask me for homework help. Jeremy, why are you so closed off? I think this water thing is a front. You're using water as a front so you don't have to connect with people, and that's my take on you.
Hey, guys. To anyone who's a video listener, I just wanted to give a quick apology. Did just wake up. I'm so relatable as a creator. I accidentally moved my camera around when I got up to take a break and pee, and it ended up being this fuck-ass angle for the last 18 minutes of the podcast. Obviously very unprofessional of me, I know, and you guys are probably clowning me for it. I'm really sorry. It sucks that this is my first controversy as an influencer. I'll work to be better. I will grow and be accountable. And please, guys, keep loving me. I promise I'll always be authentic and truly myself. And I'll work on increasing my production value. Thank you.
I am so unavailable for people who call out of work, but it's like not for a real reason. Like, people who call out of work for, like, if they are literally like tired, or like especially if they're hungover, it's so annoying because they make everyone else do more work. And it's like there's people who have like chronic illness and stuff, and it makes it like way harder for them to like speak up and call out of work if they like genuinely really need to, because they get like accused of like, oh, you're just hungover, like you're just really tired, when it's like a real problem. Like, I feel like we all like know this person, and it's like, why are you calling out of work? Because you're literally like you knew you had work the next day and you still decided to go out and drink. Like, wow, it's almost like you had a choice. You had a choice and you're making everyone else suffer. I don't care. Literally come into work hungover, throw up in the bathroom, and like get with the program, because it's like embarrassing.
Ooh, girl, you're testing me on this one, because unfortunately I have in both parties. But like, I've never called out, I will say that. But I do drink knowing that I have work tomorrow. But that's because I know that I'm a soldier. Like, I can take 3 lemon drop shots in a row. I can drink 2 Malibu pineapples, and I go to bed and I like call a friend and I'm like, tell me that I'm not gonna die tonight. And they're like, you're not gonna die. I can really buck up and like know that we have work tomorrow. And I'm like, but we still have a mission tonight. Like, I need to split the G. I need to split the G with Jeremy the bouncer, and nothing is going to stop me from clocking in and getting my money tomorrow. But if you know, like, I'm wasting my money tonight, you better clock in to get it tomorrow, girl. You better look at that bank account in the morning, look at how much you spent. And so now I'm like, well, I'm going to win that money back. Like, this is a game show. Like, this is the casino. Like, we're not going to, like, leave when we're down. We're going to get back up, okay? This is the thing, though. Like, yes, it's annoying when they call out, but sometimes people are so stupid. Like, I have coworkers that are so dumb, like past and present, where it's like they vape and they just get stupider. And I'm like, if you're vaping on the clock, like, cool, as long as you're good at the job. But if you're already bad and you're vaping on top of it or like hitting the pen, like, just go home. I'd rather take every table in that damn restaurant than be working with you, because you're just gonna cause more problems. You're gonna get orders wrong. You're gonna literally forget to put someone's salads in. You're gonna send all the food at the same time. Like, I already know the kitchen's gonna be in a bad mood. It's like, honestly, sometimes some people, by not clocking in, like, they kind of make the shift better. And then there's some of us that's like, if we called out because like we had to put our dog down, it would be like a whole issue. So I think you just gotta remember, like, you're the backbone of society, and there's some people in society that like just can't function. You just gotta pat yourself on the back and be like, I'm doing the Lord's work and I will get my reward one day. And like, someone in the universe sees what I'm doing and sees what I'm putting up with. Yeah, I think you're just a brave soldier. And I agree. Like, I've had so many nights where I'm the bartender. I bartend till 1 a.m, then I get home and get drunk, and then I clock into work and bartend again, like the day shift, and I literally go to the bathroom, throw up in the bathroom, look to my left, and there's throw up on the floor from last night, and I'm like, this sucks, buck the fuck up. I've literally gone to the bathroom and sat in some girl's vomit from the night before and been like, well, I can't shower, I have to wipe off the fucking throw up by wetting a paper towel and getting down there. The only thing I can get through and like that day is being like, I deserve a sweet treat, like, I deserve to get that pumpkin spice latte today, like, I've earned it. You know what I mean? Because like, everyone fucking sucks. But yeah, also, like, I think you can literally just start sending the coworker, like, hate mail. Literally just be like, if you're not in 10 minutes, like, I'm literally calling our manager and reporting you and saying this happened 3 times. Or be like, I'm getting you a coffee if you come in by, like, 8:10 a.m. And then you're, like, giving them, like, rewards, and maybe then you can train them, like, Pavlov's dog. Is that it? Pavlov's dog? Pavlov's dog, Pavlov's dog, Pavlov's dog. It's low-key, like, Labubu Dube chocolate matcha. So sexual. Pavlov's dog. Taylor should have written Travis Kelce's dick song about Pavlov's dog. Train you like your Pavlov's dog. Get down on your 4 paws. Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying. Yeah, my take is like, sometimes, girl, you just gotta know that, like, it's actually better without them. You know, if it was you, you would have bucked the fuck up. So just, like, know that you're superior to other people, and, like, having that superiority complex and knowing that in your head, like, sometimes it does help. Like, sometimes you gotta wake up and, like, pretend that you are a narcissist, like, to get through the day. And, like, that's horrible, and that's not a good way to think, but, like, in the short term, it's fine. Like, if it gets you through to tomorrow without, like, offing yourself, which, like, trust me, I have been there, like, you just gotta think like that. Like, you'd rather think I'm better than everyone fucking else than, like, I suck. My suggestion for you is, like, grow a superiority complex and just know that you're that bitch. You're fucking Supergirl. Like, you're literally, like, the equivalent of, like, a mom of 6. Because you took care of 6 personalities last night, babe. And you're clocking to work with 2, so.
I am unavailable for the fact that I just got locked out of the house that I'm dog sitting for. And see, here's the thing. This wouldn't normally be a big deal. And so, like, and she's going to be, like, home, like, fairly soon. So she was like, you know what, it's fine. The dog's going to be fine. However, I left a bunch of my, like, fucking gummies that I had just bought on the table. And I'll just say, okay, first of all, the dogs can't get to them. It's fine. It'll be fine. However, I don't think this woman's going to be too happy to see, like, the weed gummies. She's, like, a friend of my mom's, and my mom is really not cool with it. So I'm kind of like, am I really fucked? I might be. We're not sure. However, I'm very unavailable for the fact that I am a dumbass, and that, like, I'm sorry, you shouldn't be able to open a door that's, like, locked from the other side. I don't know. Like, it's not really easy to explain. However, it's, like, so, like, the door's, like, locked from one angle, but you, like, from the other angle, it's not locked. And I'm like, what does that even fucking mean? But, like, I guess it's a thing. So, I'm fucked. The dogs will be fine. But, anyways, yeah, that's, like, what I'm unavailable for. Thank you for listening. And you know what? You're invited to my funeral when my mom fucking kills me. Thanks. just called a bit ago. I have an update on the story. So, so it's dogs. So there was a dog door in the back. Thank God. And, I can't fit through that dog door. That was never going to happen. But I knew someone that could, my neighbor. So I went and, I called my neighbor and I'm like, girl, I need your help. So I pushed my neighbor, because the dog was kind of small, but she's kind of small, but she's not, that small. So I, physically, pushed her through the dog door, and she got in and unlocked the door, so I was fine. So shout out to my skinny-ass neighbor who could fit through the dog door. I'd love to hear what you would have done in this situation, too. But you know what? Crisis is averted. And we're all grateful. The gummies have been rescued, and no one's going to know about it. Hopefully. We'll see. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to, explain this to, everyone I know. But, anyways, see ya. You know what? You don't come to my funeral anymore. So, great things going down. Bye.
The fact that this is the finale to this episode is, everything. There's, a lot going on with this story. First of all, thank God the dogs are safe. Because my dog just died 2 weeks ago, and if you, told me it had, a really bad ending, I don't think I could, deal with that, truthfully. I've just been going through a rough time, so I'm really, really happy that the dogs are safe. The gummies out with the dogs, that could kill the dogs, I fear. Do you have a resume? Did they check you? Have you lived with dogs before? Can they even eat gelatin? I just hope you don't go into babysitting, girl. But here's the thing. What would I have done in this situation? You low-key ate. Thank God your neighbor is, amazing. And can get through. But I fear it would have been in the same way. I have wide hips. I'm 5'6". So also the fact that you don't know me and you invited me to your funeral, I would have gone, girl. I can still go when it happens. Not wishing that on you, but I hope my invite didn't get rescinded. So girl, this is crazy. I don't know how this happens to literally anyone, but also I'm sick of doors too, because I feel especially when it's a dog owner, they always have a fucked up door. So I do fear part of the problem is on them. Your mom killing you over this because it's her friend is crazy. This is a problem at work. This isn't a social problem. Leave your mom out of it. What would I have done in this situation? Ooh, do you have a chimney? Scale the side of the building? If there was an open window, I definitely would have tried that. I would have guessed the garage code and tried to break into the garage. I don't really know the layout of the house though, so it's hard to say what I would have done. But I'm glad it worked out in the end. I do fear though that being in a situation of actual crisis and calling into my hotline, do you have a therapist, girl, or a psychiatrist? Or are you on a pill? Because you might need an SSRI. Because your first thought should not be I'm in crisis, let me call unavailable. First of all, I don't even have streams like that yet. This episode could have come out 6 months from now. If you actually need a hotline, there's actual hotlines out there. There's also 911. This situation is low-key a Modern Family situation. It's ha 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 funny in retrospect, and I get it in the moment. It's not, but honestly, if you were in a sitcom, no, you would have been the C storyline. It wasn't that intense. It was funny and quirky and cute, but it wasn't life or death. I think we gotta slow down our nervous system. It might be a case of you need to start resetting your sleep schedule back to 10 p.m. But I will say this to make you feel better. One time I was dog sitting with my boyfriend at a friend of his mom's, and we still hadn't been able to have sex, and we tried to have sex, and we weren't even successful, so how embarrassing. But when we were cleaning up before we left, I found a condom that was half used and put on his dick before it fell asleep, and literally that would have been in her bed had I not found it. Mic drop on that. Imagine that conversation. So that's way worse than the gummies, I fear. And I am sorry to anyone that might have just figured out and decoded who that was about in this certain situation in the events and what bed that took place in. And I'm apologizing for my behalf. But also apologize to me. Imagine how traumatic it is to not be able to have sex with your boyfriend because of erectile dysfunction. That is a Taylor Swift song that she should have written. I'm sorry. Why wasn't that on Life of a Showgirl? Because that really is the life of a showgirl. That being said, I feel erectile dysfunction is the perfect note to end on. So, all right, bye mamas.